Picture this. An overdose patient bursts through the ambulance bay doors, flailing so hard that it takes 5 people just to keep them on the stretcher. But here's the chilling part. While everyone's wrestling with the chaos, that same patient's breathing is quietly slipping away. Now, in most emergency rooms, we've got a standard playbook. Give a sedative, settle the agitation, worry about the rest later. The trouble is, many of our go-to sedatives also dial down breathing and heart drive, so we end up fighting a fire with water that might drown the victim. And the plot has thickened. These days, it's rarely a single substance overdose. It's a cocktail, stimulant stacked on top of opioids, maybe even a benzo or two. Think of it like overlapping storms. The sky looks like one big cloud, but inside, there are 3 separate fronts. One patient can look wired and wild, yet underneath, their respiratory center is on vacation. That mismatch leaves clinicians playing a scary guessing game. Do we treat the visible mayhem and risk missing a hidden respiratory crash? Or do we focus on possible opioid suppression and leave staff exposed to violent swings? Here's the big idea. What if we didn't have to choose? What if we could calm the surface storm while simultaneously unmasking and reversing the quiet threat below? First signpost, the drugs in question. Dexmedetomidine. It tamps down the sympathetic surge that fuels severe agitation, but, and this is key, it leaves the basic mechanics of breathing mostly untouched. Second signpost, naloxone. The classic opioid antidote. Give it, and within seconds you learn whether opioids are part of the puzzle, because the patient either perks up or nothing happens. Put the two together and you get a 1-2 punch. Dexmedetomidine slowly smooths the fight or flight roller coaster, while naloxone performs a flash test for hidden opioid effects. Instead of declaring, "This is only a stimulant case," or "It's definitely opioids," you probe both possibilities at the same time and adjust minute by minute. Let that sink in for a second. Where's the evidence? Early but intriguing. Researchers at Marshall University ran a rodent model that mimicked extreme stimulant agitation layered with opioids. Animals that received both dexmedetomidine and naloxone were more likely to survive the first critical hour than those given either a benzodiazepine or dexmedetomidine alone. Yes, it's preclinical and needs confirmation, but the signal is promising. A non-respiratory depressing sedative plus a rapid opioid antagonist could shift the risk-benefit balance in the messiest overdoses. Zoom out to the real world. If human studies back this up, those first 10 to 15 minutes of care could look very different. Instead of piling on escalating doses of single agents that muddy the waters, teams might front-load this combination, calming the room and clarifying the diagnosis at the same time. Picture more time to grab labs, call family, or get a focused history before you reach for the intubation kit. Think about it like a 2-person triage at a disaster scene. One responder handles crowd control, the other quickly checks who's actually in cardiac arrest. Dose, timing, and order could flex based on vitals, downtime, and witness reports. Pre-hospital crews might carry the combo when a stimulant hit is obvious, but opioid involvement is a question mark. ED teams could pull it out in that narrow window where physical restraints are failing, but a tube isn't inevitable yet. The ripple effects go further. Training would shift. Simulation labs would run drills on timing, titration, and tight team communication. Toxicology researchers might build smart decision aids that flag vital sign patterns and suggest the combo when it fits. Think of it as a spare key hidden under the mat. You may not need it every shift, but when the usual doors jam, it can save the day. Right now, this strategy lives in the prototype garage. We're talking blueprints, not finished gear. The next move is beta testing. Small, carefully watched pilots, stress testing edge cases, and collecting feedback from the people who actually hold the syringes. Before we wrap, let me hand you 3 quick action steps you can take this week. 1. Scan your current overdose protocols. Where are you still locked into single-agent sedation, just benzos, just antipsychotics? 2. Grab 2 colleagues, maybe the charge nurse and the EMS captain, and share one insight from this episode. Ask, how could we safely trial or simulate a dex-naloxone combo here? 3. When that next violently agitated polysubstance patient rolls in, pause. Run a mental checklist: cardiac risk, respiratory risk, restraint fatigue. Could this tandem move shift the odds? So here's what we covered today. 1. Mixed overdoses are the new normal, and they fool the eye. Hyper on the outside, crashing on the inside. 2. Dexmedetomidine calms the chaos without shutting down breathing. Naloxone snaps opioids out of the equation fast. 3. Early animal data say the combo may boost survival compared with the usual single drug approach. 4. If future human trials confirm it, our first 15 minutes of care, plus how we train, simulate, and build protocols, could transform. 5. You don't have to wait for a guideline to start the conversation. You can audit your own practice and explore evidence-based pairings right now. You've now got a new tool in your mental kit and 3 concrete steps to test it in your setting. Next shift, next patient, you'll be ready. Until then, stay curious, stay safe, and we'll see you back here next week.